Hello, in this video I am going to solve December 2018 CSIR-NET Physics Part C questions from Booklet-A. And the timing of each question I will give in the description box. If you want to see particular question, then you can check description box. So the first question is from the trapezoidal rule. So in this question you have to find out the integration of x square dx in the limit 0 to 1, and step size is given to you, which is 0.2. So if we know the step size, then we can calculate the steps which we will take to calculate this integral. So the step is equal to the upper limit minus lower limit divided by h. So upper limit is 1 minus 0 divided by h. H is a step size, which is 0.2. So from here we will get n is equal to 5. So the step size is 5. So we have to take 5 step size. Means this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each step we will add a step. In the initial step we will add 0.2 because the step size is 0.2. So x0 is 0, then 0.2, then 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 0.0. So when we will add 0.2 in 0.8, we will get 1. Okay, and y, you can write it as fx or you can write it as yx. So the yx is x square. So when you put values of x, you will get the values of y. y0 to y5 is these values. You will get these values. On putting, so y is x square. So putting the values of x, you will get y values. 0.16, 0.36. For 0.8, you will get 0.64, and for 1, you will get y5 is equal to 1. Now, what is the formula for trapezoidal rule? That integration is equal to h by 2 y0 plus yn. y0 is the function at x0, yn is the function at xn, plus twice of y, जो भी terms बीच में आएंगे, y1 plus y2 to yn minus 1. We have calculated all the values y0 to y5. So we will put these values in the formula, and after putting the values, after calculation, we will get the integration of I will be equal to 0.34. Okay, now check the options. So the option 3 will correct. Okay, let's move towards the next question. Okay, so this question is h is given to you. H is equal to half p square plus x square, and you have to find out the total derivative of dp plus under root x divided by dt. You have to find out the total derivative of p plus under root 2x. So how you can write this? This will be p plus under root 2x comma h plus del the given function. If it is a, so del a by del t. So the given function is not depend on t, so this term will be 0. Now calculate this part. You have p plus under root 2x. So this is the commutator bracket. Now we can convert this into Poisson bracket to make it more simple. So we'll convert this into Poisson bracket by multiplying IH cross. Okay. So here we will get p plus root 2x 1 by 2 p square plus x square. If this is q and this is p, then the formula for the Poisson bracket is del q over del x dot del p over del p minus del p over del x into del q over del p. So now put all that. If you differentiate it with respect to x, you will get under root 2. If you differentiate it with respect to p, then you will get only p minus del p over del x will be del p over del x. Del p over del x you will get x dot del q over del p. So del q over del p you will get 1 only. So the answer will be under root 2 p minus x. So the option 1 will be correct. Now the next question is from the relativistic particle. So the relativistic particle is moving in a uniform electric field of strength E, psi. So then the force on the particle will be, from the electrostatic force, it is QE. So this is the force, okay, and you have to find out that at what time the speed of the particle, at what time you have to find out at what time the speed of the particle will be c by 2. Okay, so for that we can write from the Newton's law of motion, we can convert this into dp by dt is equal to qe. From here we will find out the value of p. So when we differentiate it, when we integrate it both sides, we will get this equation. Okay, now we have boundary condition is given to us that at t is equal to 0, v is equal to 0, and at t is equal to some t, v is v. So let's assume the second step is that at some point t is equal to 1 t, v is equal to v. Okay, final, t final, v final is equal to, okay. Now put the boundary condition. We have replaced this p is mv. P is equal to mv. So when you put the initial boundary condition that at t is equal to 0, v is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, this v is 0. So from here we will get the constant, this integration constant is 0. Okay. So from here you will get t is equal to mv upon qe. Okay, now what is asked in the question, at what time the speed will be c by 2. So at what time, at which time v will be equal to c by 2, and the particle is relativistic particle, so the mass is also changing. So for the relativistic particle, the mass relation with the rest mass is equal to m naught upon under root 1 minus v square upon c square. Okay, so from here we can find out the value of m at v is equal to c by 2. This will be equal to under root 1 minus c square by 4 c square. So this will be equal to 2 m naught upon under root 3. Okay, now put the value of m in this formula, mv, and v is equal to c by 2 here. Then what you will get? That t is equal to m naught c by under root 3 qe. So your answer A will be correct. Now let's move towards the next question. which is from the electrodynamics part. So what is given to you that E square and E square minus V square is 29 in one inertial frame, and if another inertial frame which moves at a constant velocity with respect to the first frame, the magnetic field is given to you, and you have to find out the electric field. So this question is from the electrodynamic part, Lorentz transformation. So in Lorentz transformation, E square minus V square is Lorentz invariant. Be corrected. Okay. So this E square minus V square quantity is Lorentz invariant. Means it's not changing on changing the reference of frame of reference. Okay. So in the first frame it is given to you 29. So this quantity will remain 29 in second frame also. So what is given to you? B is given to you. Now find out the mod of B square. So mod of B square will be 20. Okay. Now E square minus B square is 20. E square minus B square is 29. And B square you know. So mod of E square will be, so this is mod. So mod of E square will be equal to 29 plus mod of B square, which is 20. So this quantity is 49. Now you know that mod E square is 49. So from the option you can choose that which quantity, which mode, in the option, which electric field mod of the which option is 49. Okay. So if let's talk about this. So if you will mod this quantity, then this will be equal to 49, because 7 square 49 and 1 square plus 1 square is 2, and this 2 will cancel out, so you will get 49. Okay, but the magnetic field is in the direction of K, and the electric field always is in the perpendicular direction of the magnetic field. So the electric field should not be in the direction of K. So in both 1 and 3 option, the mod of these two quantities is 49, but the difference is in this third option, K is present, and magnetic field also in the K direction. So this option is discarded. So the option 1 is correct. Got my point? Now let's move towards the next question. So in the next question, you have to find out what is given to you. A dispersion relation is given to you that n omega is equal to 1 minus omega by omega naught square. And dispersion relation is the relation between omega and k. So we can convert this n into k. Okay. And you have to find out the ratio of the group velocity and the phase velocity. You have to calculate this, the ratio of the group velocity and phase velocity. And we know that phase velocity is omega by k, and the group velocity Vg is equal to d omega by dk. We know this. So we know the dispersion relation, we know what is phase velocity, we know what is group velocity. So from here we can calculate the ratio of these two quantities. Okay, so n omega is given to you. This is given in the question. And we know that k is equal to n omega by c. We know this. So we will replace here n. Okay, we will replace this n by ck by omega. And now we know that omega by k is the phase velocity. Omega by k is the phase velocity. from this first equation, we will calculate the phase velocity at omega is equal to omega naught by 2. Because in this question, in the given question, we have to calculate the ratio of phase velocity and group velocity at omega is equal to omega naught by 2. Okay, so what we have, I did in this question that I replaced n by ck by omega and then calculate omega by k, so which I have got this, and put omega is equal to omega naught by 2, and I got 4c by 3. This is Vp. Now for Vg, we will differentiate this. We will differentiate this quantity. So what we will get? We will take omega in this side. So we will get c dk by d omega is equal to, we are differentiating with respect to omega only. So here omega will become, the differentiation of omega will become 1. Here we will get omega cube. The differentiation of omega cube will become 3 omega square by omega naught square. Okay. Now we will put in this equation, we will calculate d omega by dk by inversing this equation. We will take the inverse of this equation and put, instead of putting omega, we will put omega naught by 2, we will get 4c. Okay. Now we will take the ratio of these quantities at omega is equal to omega naught by 2. So we have already put it omega is equal to omega naught by 2, and when we take ratio, we will get 3. So the option 1 will be correct. Okay, now let's move towards the next question, which is from the quantum mechanics question. So what is asked in the question? You have to find out the commutator bracket of Ax and x, and Ax given to you, that Ax is Ly Pz minus Lz Py. So we'll put the value of Ax over here and we will use the commutator property. So what we will do, so we will open this commutator. So this will become Ly Pz into x minus Lz Py into x, and A, B, C. How we can open this type of commutator? A, first B, comma C plus then A, comma C, and B will come here. Okay, so using this property, we will open this commutator bracket Ly Pz into x, Pz comma x plus Ly x Pz. So Pz will commutate with z only. So this Pz, the commutator bracket of Pzx will become 0. So this will become 0. Leave the sum over here and minus the commutator of this second part, Lz comma x. Take Lz common, Py comma x minus Lz x Py. Okay, so Py will commutate with y only. So this term will vanish. So these two terms will become 0. Now you have only these two terms. Okay, and you can open this Ly. How you can open this? The Ly. So x, y, z. If you have to find out the value of Ly, then start with z. Z px minus z px minus x pz. Similarly, if you want to calculate the value of Lz, so Lz, z के बाद x आता है, so start with x. X pz minus z px. Okay. So now open this commutator. I have, using this relation, I have put the value of Ly and Lz over here. Now open this. So this Pz, Zpx will commutate with x minus, and Pz in multiplication, minus x Pz will commutate with x. So the second term will become 0 because Pz will survive only with z. Okay, so the second commutator will become 0. Similarly over here, when xpy will commutate with x, so this term will become 0. Minus plus will become plus, and ypx will survive with x only. Okay, so the second term, this will not survive with this, and here this first term will not survive with this term. Okay, now so you will get two term again. Now open these two terms, so this will become z pxx plus px zx. So zx will not survive. The commutator bracket of zx will be 0. So zx will not survive. Similarly, yx will not survive. So you will get z pxx into pz term from this first bracket, and the second term you will get from the second bracket. Because yx term will not survive, the only term will survive is pxx into py. Okay, now pxx is what? Px. The value of x px is ih cross. So the value of px comma x will be minus ih. So this will be minus ih cross zpz plus. So similarly over here you will get minus ih cross. So I have taken my ih cross common. So you will get zpz plus ypy. Okay. So the option first will correct. Okay. Now let's move towards the next question, which is from the WKB approximation. So, potential is given to you lambda mod x. So we know that En is proportional to, if it is here n to the power n, so n is here 1. So En is proportional to n to the power 2m upon m plus 2. Here lambda is also present. So En is proportional to, this is here it is a proportionality sign. So En is proportional to lambda to the power 2. Put, this is m. So put m is equal to 1 over here, you will get 2 by 3. So En is proportional to lambda to the power 2 by 3. So the option 2 will be correct. The option 2 will be correct. Okay. Now this question is also from the quantum physics portion. So what is given to you? What is asked in the question? What is asked in the question? The ground state of hydrogen atom. What is asked in the question? The ground state of the position of electron in the ground state of hydrogen atom is measured. The probability that it will be found at a distance r is equal or greater than a naught. So you have to find out the probability at r greater than equal to a naught. So for calculate the probability in the given region, you should know the ground state wave function of hydrogen atom, which is this 1 upon under root pi a naught q e to the power minus r upon a naught. Now we will calculate the probability in this region. So for calculating the probability a naught to infinity, because we have to calculate the probability in the region greater than a naught to infinity. Square of this wave function r square sin theta d theta d phi into dr. So sin theta d theta d phi ko we can replace with 4 pi. Okay. Now we will calculate the integration of the remaining portion. Take the constant out and solve the remaining integration using the Eilert rule. So I have choose r square as the first function and e to the power minus 2r by a naught as a second function. So r square first function to integrate integration of second function minus the differentiation of first function, which will be 2r, and the integration of second time integration of the first function plus the differentiation of first function into third time integration of the second function. Now put the limit. So after putting the limit, you will get pi by e square, and the value of E is 2.71. So when you will calculate this, you will get 0.68 in the answer. So the answer, the most appropriate answer is option B. So the option 2 will be correct. Okay, now let's move towards the next question. Next question is from the standard deviation. So the formula for standard deviation is summation of mod x minus x bar whole square divided by n. And the values given to you, the numbers are 10. There are 10 numbers. X bar is the average of the given number. X bar is the average of the given number and n is the total numbers, data points. How many data points? N is 10 over here. So first we will take the average of the given number. Okay. So this is actually, the numbers are repeating. So what I have done, so I have, what 10 is coming 2 times, so I have multiplied 2 into 10, and then 9.9 is coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So I have multiplied 10 by 5 and then subtract 6 times. It is coming 6 times. So I have multiplied 10 by 6 times and then subtract 0.6 into 60. So I will get 59.4. Similarly, 9.8 is coming 2 times. So here I have multiplied 10 by 2 times and then subtract 0.4 because 9.8 is less than 0.2. मतलब 10 से 0.2 छोटा है, मैंने क्या किया 0.4 को subtract कर दिया to make the calculation easier, because otherwise it will become very lengthy. And then add all three quantities, you will get 9.9, the average of x bar. Now you have to calculate the x minus x bar value का whole square. You have to calculate the value of x minus x bar whole square. Okay. So what you will do? The one quantity is 9.9 and the average is 9.9. So the sixth term will become 0 because there are 6 times 9.9 is there. So this will become 0. And 10 is coming 2 times. Okay. So let's. N is coming 2 times. So I will, right now I'm not multiplying this. So you will get 0.1. 10 minus 0.9 is 9.9 is 0.1 and 9.8. Mod is here. So you will here in this for 9.9, for 9.8. For 9.8 also you will get 0.1. 9.8 is coming 2 times as well as 10 is also coming 2 times. Okay. Now, so you will square. Square is here. So when you will square this mod x minus x bar, when you will square this quantity, you will get 0.01. Similarly, over here you will get 0.01. And now multiply by 2, you will get 0.02. And similarly over here you will get 0.02. Now put the value, all the values in this formula of the standard deviation. And after calculation, you will get 0.063 as your answer. So the most appropriate answer will be. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, press the thumb icon, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching.